Hello, second graders. We are talking about the elements of art this week. You guys are going to make your own little 7-section guide to the elements of art, okay? I'm going to show you the steps on how to do that now. If you got your sketchbook picked up from Normandy, you can certainly use your sketchbook, a page in your sketchbook for this, or you can use a blank sheet of paper. So the very first thing that you are going to do is make sure you divide your paper up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections, okay? There are 7 elements of art, but the 8th section will be used for a little title. You can grab a ruler if you have one. If you don't, that's okay. You're just going to start with a line right down the middle of your paper, just like that. And then you're going to make a line that goes straight across. So one line that will go vertical, hot dog way, and one line that will go horizontal, hamburger way. You're also going to make a line that goes from the top of the corner right here and the bottom of the corner right here. So all the way across, just like that. It's okay if there's a little bit of a gap in between. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side, just like that. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections. You can also outline your lines in a black marker if you have one. You can use your ruler for this, or you can freehand. And I can fill in that little gap that I made right there. Okay, so one section you're going to put your name and maybe your teacher. Maybe you have Mrs. Drurup or Mrs. Crabtree, okay? And then you can put the grade 2, okay? So you can put your name, your teacher's name, and then the grade 2. And then in this box, you can put the elements of art, okay? And then you can start labeling your boxes with the different names of the elements of art. So there's no certain order, just go for it. Line, shape, color, value, texture, form, and space. Okay, just like that. And now I want you to fill those boxes using crayons, markers, or colored pencils, okay, with different examples of what those elements mean, okay? So for shape, I drew all the shapes that I know in this section right here. For color, I put all the colors on the color wheel. For value, I used a colored pencil to start off with dark, and then I didn't use as much pressure holding my pencil down for the next section, and I just kept going lighter and lighter, lifting my colored pencil up lightly. So it turns out lighter than it does down here. That's what value is. It could be dark to light or light to dark. Texture, making it look like it feels a certain way on your paper, okay? So I drew a person with hair, because hair has texture. Clouds look soft, and grass kind of has different lengths and it looks wavy, okay? Form can be a tricky one, okay? Because it's a 3D shape, okay? It makes your shapes look like they're 3D. So I'm going to show you how I did that right here. I added some value and some shading to make it look like it's 3D, but you can also draw a square and put lines coming out of the top diagonally like that, and then a line at the bottom point that kind of curves up like that, and then connect. So now I have a 3D box. Space, a lot of people think, outer space. That's not necessarily what space is in art. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Space is how you would make your picture look like it's filling up a certain section, okay? So I drew a road. You can draw anything you want. You can draw, for this one, I drew a mountain scene, okay? You can draw things that look like they're big and they're close to you, or they can be farther away by drawing them smaller, okay? Space can really be filled with a lot of things, okay? It's just how you fill that space. Line, of course, all kinds of different lines. Any kind of lines you know, zigzag, dotted, curly, straight, thick. They could be thick lines or they could be skinny lines, okay? Any kind of line that you think of. When you're done with this, make sure you turn it in. You can email me a picture of it, or you can turn it in on Google Classroom, and make sure you ask me any questions that you might have about this project, okay?